Should you get and build Leto? Short answer, probably no. Long answer, this entire video.
Hey, Doctor, you already know me. Do we really still have to do this? Formalities matter, huh? Ладно. Leto of the Ursus Student Self-Government Group, reporting in.
ここに来てもう長えけど、やっぱりロドスってひれえな。ドクター、一杯どうだ?
Rosalind Tachyanovna Larina, codename Leto, a long-time Rhodes Island operator with excellent physical strength and resilience. She first came to the landship along with other USSG girls, after Rhodes Island rescued them during the Chernobog crisis. Despite experiencing the same incident as the others, she's the only one who doesn't suffer from any mental problems, and talks about the incident rather lightly. Considering she and the others were still in middle school back then, Rhodes Island would prefer they continue their education. But when offered a choice to continue education in another school in Ursus, she and the others decline, and choose to become an operator, while still receiving various courses that Rhodes Island can provide. But unlike others, Leto's reason to stay in Rhodes Island is also because she learned that her mother is one of our patients who contracted oropathy when trying to find her during Chernobog crisis. And Rosalind has been using her earnings as a payment for her mother's treatment. Alright, Rosalind is our newest Lord Guard in the game. And is a new and probably the last addition to the USSG faction. Lord is known for being a versatile guard archetype. They have average attack stats, the majority can deal arts damage, have a pretty good defensive stats. Their range covers more tiles than other guards, and can launch a ranged attack. But for any ranged attack, they will deal less damage. This combined with their average attack stats, make Lord struggle against bulky targets when not blocking, or without their skills that usually erase this penalty. In Rosalind's case, this problem seems very noticeable. Especially considering she can't deal arts damage, unlike her 5-star peers. But in her defense her kit is mostly built as a support. Specifically built to support other USSG girls. Even though the kind of support she gives is somewhat unnecessary. Okay, this is her stats. As I said, Lord has a balance of average stats, but will deal less damage when using ranged attacks. Lord also has resistance, to help protect them a little bit from arts damage. And being a 5-star Lord, Leto has a medium cost. And compared to other 5-star Lord, she has the biggest HP and defense stats, but has the lowest attack among them. Now let's see her talent. Whenever she uses skill, she will give attack speed buff to all USSG, herself included. Nothing too game-changing from my experience, but still a nice buff to increase her own DPS, especially with S2. Although for buffing other USSG, it's kinda hit or miss. First of all, since the buff only works when her skill is active, and you most definitely want to use it for increasing other operators' skill effectiveness, it makes Rosalind's buff not flexible. Furthermore, I think the buff is only useful for Tina or Rosa. Since Tina is a staller, and her slow could synergies well with Leto and Rosa. And you might find the attack speed useful to increase Rosa's DPS, especially in skill 2. For Zima, if you somehow use her as your main DP printer, I don't think it will synergize well with this talent. And while Leto's talent could work with Gummy's S2, but I hardly see anyone prefer her S2 than S1. Then this is her potential upgrade list. All are pretty good upgrades, but much like everyone in the game, she's fine even without extra pot. Now let's see her module. Lord module should be available in episode 14 update, which is still pretty long from global, probably 4 or 5 months from now. And Leto received the Y module, which will increase her attack speed when 2 or more enemies are in range, and increasing her attack and defense. As for upgrade, it will increase her attack speed buff even more. Sadly no new addition, or altering how the talent works. So considering 5-star operator raising cost, I don't think her module is necessary to unlock or upgrade. Now let's see her skills. Skill 1 is the basic attack and attack speed boost skill. It's a decent first skill, but better use and focus on her skill 2 once you unlocked it. Then it's her skill 2, she will get an attack bonus, hit 2 enemies at the same time. And ranged attacks penalty will be gone during skill. And don't forget, she got attack speed buff from her talent when this active. It's a pretty great source of physical damage, and could help out clearing multiple enemies. But still, she starts to struggle when fighting someone with B defense level. Though to be fair, usually B defense enemies are better handled with arts. Damage boost is something you'll see often in this game, but what makes this skill unique is that when other USSG members' skills are ready, their skill will be automatically active alongside Leto. Sadly without any additional buffs, or something for the girl whose skill is not active. Honestly, I don't see any positives in this, even with her talent in mind. It feels more like a fun gimmick the developer deliberately added. Okay, we have talked about skills. So let's see the mastery priority. Well, overall, none of her skills are a high priority to master. But if for whatever reason you decide to build her, definitely go for S2, to increase the damage, decreasing the cost and increasing the initial SP. Moving on to her base skills. Luckily it's not disappointing. So, when in the training room, she will speed up guard operator training speed. Or when in the factory, and Gummy is in the trading post, the productivity for making XP cards will be significantly increased. So ladies and gents, should you get and build Leto? She can be a good unit for your physical damage needs. But honestly, in this day and age, there are plenty of options to replace what she provides. The support she gives for other USSG members is nice, but it's not really a significant buff, nor does it synergize well with the other girls. So overall, I don't think she is a necessary unit to get and build. Although if you're a newbie who somehow got her early, she should be a good choice for early chapters, if you don't have any better option. That should be all. Adios.